Mr. Linders looked at the forecast beforehand. I don't think this rain...
Because in the last game against Watford...
Yeah, it was an entertaining 1-1 actually. Might be a bit more exciting here, and I think they'll win.
Here's the Crystal Palace team. Martin Kelly replaces Joel Wood, who's been out of sorts lately. Emmanuel Adebayor is the lone striker today. We've got 3 changes for Manchester City from their last team. Joe Hart starts in goal. Marcelo starts with Pablo Zabaleta in the fullback positions. Fernandinho plays with Fernando in central midfield. Sergio Aguero is the sole striker. Game's underway here, Manchester City having kicked off. Marcelo. I don't think this referee's going to let too much go, certainly not in the early minutes. He's given the free kick. Well, it is an early yellow card here, and that rather sets the tone, perhaps, this referee. He might, I don't know, live to regret it. The player might certainly live to regret it.
He might, and it'd be interesting to see if that affects his game, because he's on a tightrope now.
Martin Kelly. They've been working, Crystal Palace, I know, in training to try and improve their scoring output, which has been desperately disappointing so far. Go for that yellow card here. Just a free kick. Here's the cross. Kabai's in the middle. Goalkeeper can only parry it out. And in goes the cross. Fabian Delph. Sergio Aguero. And now he's looking for some support. Maybe for Manchester City. Fernandinho! Just over the top. Good contest between these two as they jostle for possession. Sterling. Fernandinho! What a fine save! Possession given away once more. Now Fernandinho. Slipped past his man now. Good challenge from a sliding tackle from the defender. Kevin De Bruyne. Got his shot off now. Definitely in an attacking frame of mind. Look at the throw. Fernandinho. One back very quickly. Joe Ledley. We can hear from Alan McInally from the Hawthorns today.
It's a second goal for West Bromwich Albion. It's been scored by Salomon Rondon. He beat the offside line and lifted...
And shoots! Useful block in those circumstances. And he passes back to the keeper. Martin Kelly. Yannick Bolasie. Sterling. It's a quick break. A goal!
The goal from De Bruyne, and the keeper clawing at thin air there. He had no chance.
And here is another angle on that goal. So the first goal, it's 1-0. Tabai. And that's half-time. Signalled by the referee. 1-0 the half-time score. Well, they've been scoring, but they haven't scored enough. They're looking weaker defensively today. But there's still a second half to turn it around.
Well, they're not trailing by an awful lot, but given their scoring prowess, they've still got a mountain to climb.
And it is the kick-off here for the second half. Joe Ledley. Johan Cabaye. To Adebayor. Cabaye. Great work by the goalkeeper. The ball is his and he's made sure he's protected it. Here's a chance. Sterling! Terrific stop. Well, they're a goal up. Now they've got a corner here. Let's give you some transfer news. It involves Liverpool, who have confirmed that this deal is completed.
Well, he is a good player, and for me, well worth the, about £25 million transfer fee.
The score! Oh, that's what we've come to see. That's a brilliant goal.
And he's just put his foot through this, Martin, and it's flown into the top of the net.
Let's see the replay now. Restarting at 2-0. Change coming up for Crystal Palace. That's an easy interception because the pass wasn't really a very thoughtful one. Now the shot! And a goal!
A goal from Aguero, and the way he's guided that into the left-hand side of the goal, it's wonderful technique.
Let's have another peek at that goal. Well, they've widened the margin now. 3-0 they lead.
For Manchester City.
Joe Ledley,
Second minute.
substitute
Number
for
10.
Manchester City.
Sergio Aguero.
We can hear from Alan McInally from the Hawthorns today.
It's a third goal for West Bromwich Albion. 64 minutes played, 3-1.
Oh, interesting news again from Alan McInally. Thanks, Alan. It's gone out for a throw.
Substitution in progress.
Here's Sterling. Fabian Delph. It's another very good... Oh, and the referee's given the penalty. Penalty given, Alan, but no sign of a card.
No, I think that's fair enough. I think penalty award is perhaps punishment enough.
He's done the job, he's the specialist.
He has taken a chance there by going down the middle, but he's found the top of the net.
And we can see a slightly different viewpoint on it. I have to say it's so one-sided today, but all credit to the team that are racking up the goals. Nothing so far in this game to surprise us. Perhaps only the margin that they lead by.
Yeah, it's not always easy coming into a game and everyone's expecting you to get a hatful, but they've kept their focus this side and taken the chances nicely when they've cropped up.
Yannick Bolasie. In towards Adebayor. Palace about to make a change here. Let's break off from here for a moment. Some news from Alan McInally, an update about a sending off.
It's a red card for the visitors. They're down to 10 men. 79 minutes played. It remains 1-0.
Thanks, Alan. 4-0 here. And oh, he's through. The shot's on. And a goal.
A goal from Fernandinho, and he's just hit it so hard that it's gone over the keeper's head and he hasn't got time to react.
Little surprising that it is as one-sided as this late in the game, but the team leading deserve the margin of what's going to be a very comfortable victory. Fabian Delph. There's been a goal at the Hawthorns, I think. Alan McInally.
It's the second goal for Southampton. 4 minutes remain. 3-2.
Well, many thanks, Alan McInally, keeping us up to date as usual. And in goes the cross. Emmanuel Adebayor! Well, a corner to come because of that deflection.
Substitution. Going on is number 26.
Far too close to the goalkeeper. And he's moved in trying to jostle the opponent off his stride. Kelly. Well, the whistle goes, and one team put out of its misery, the other team can celebrate. A resounding win by 5-0. Well, one team's coming off looking pretty fresh, the other team exhausted. They've been chasing the game, haven't they, the whole time?
Yeah, they have, and a game they haven't enjoyed, and they'll just want to hear the final whistle.
The Barclays Premier League. Arsenal 1, Stoke City 0. Crystal Palace 0, Manchester City 5. Everton 2, Chelsea 1. Manchester United 4, Liverpool 2. Norwich City 0, Bournemouth 0. Watford 1, Swansea City 1. West Bromwich Albion 3, Southampton 2. So what do those results mean to the league table? At the top of the table, we have new leaders in Manchester City with 10 points. In second, Chelsea with 10 points. In third, Stoke City with 10 points. In fourth, Arsenal with 10 points. In fifth, Everton with 9 points. In sixth, Newcastle United with 8 points. In seventh, Aston Villa with 8 points. In eighth, Manchester United with 8 points. Bottom of the table, Liverpool with 1 point. And then reading up the table, second bottom, Sunderland with 1 point. Third bottom, Southampton with 1 point. Fourth bottom, Crystal Palace with 3 points. Fifth bottom, Bournemouth with 3 points. Champions Cup. Celtic 0, CSKA Moscow 1, Lazio 1, Manchester City 2, Paris Saint-Germain 2, Olympiacos 0. PSV 0, Valencia
Welcome everybody, I'm Martin Tyler and this is the Etihad Stadium. And today it's Manchester City against West Ham United.
Here's the starting 11 for Manchester City. Number 1.
There's no doubt Manchester City have moved up the pecking order with the huge investment that they've been able to benefit from in terms of domestic trophies in England, but it's putting a stamp on the European stage that will be, I think, top of their priorities.
Well, I think so. It would really cement their place in European football, which is what they want. They've been disappointing, they've been unlucky with some of the groups they've been drawn in, but if you want to compete, you've got to beat the best.
Several changes for Manchester City. Joe Hart starts in goal. Marcelo starts with Pablo Zabaleta in the fullback positions. Sergio Aguero is the sole striker. West Ham United's lineup is this. Adrian starts in goal. James Collins replaces Angelo Ogbonna, who's looked vulnerable recently. And today, it's just the one striker in the side. Manchester City, Alan?
From the manager's point of view, Martin, it's not been acceptable the way that they've been playing so far. We all thought that they'd be at the top of the table challenging, and it's been a disappointment so far.
His debut day for Brazil's poster boy, Neymar.
Well, he just gives you so much individual skill. He can produce the unusual in the tightest of spaces.
We're underway here with West Ham United kicking off. To O'Brien. Sergio Aguero. He slid in for the tackle. Victor Moses. Real good contest between these two as they jostle for possession. Fabian Delph. Neymar. And that's a fantastic goal. Well, he's done it. What a great moment to score on his debut for his new club.
Well, you always want to get off to a quick start, and he's certainly done that. The goal for Neymar, and there was a gap to the keeper's left, and he found that with real power.
A good look here, again, by the replay of the goal. And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here. Lanzini. That's a useful ball in. Turn pass. Possession back with Manchester City now. Now it goes into the wider areas where they've got a winger waiting. He's got that through clever reading of the game, intercepting and getting possession back for his team. If the opposition back off, they could be in trouble when the ball gets to here. It's a foul by Laporte. Very nearly from the free kick.
Don't think he could have hit that one much better.
Nicolas Otamendi. Marcelo. And it's going to be his throw here. He's lost the ball here. Fabian Delph. Aguero! He's caught offside. And you see what he's trying to do. It's all about the timing of the run. Interesting to see what footwear the teams are going to actually use today, now that this rain is coming down. Might have to change what they originally started with.
Yeah, and I think sometimes with the lads wearing blades these days, you do see them slipping a bit more. And it might mean they have to change halfway through this match.
Fabian Delph. This is how they love to play on the break. Neymar struck the post here, and he scores with the header. I have to say, Alan, that reminded me of you in your prime.
Oh, he took high, Martin, but it was a brilliant header. Fantastic finish. Oh, it's fantastic timing. He gets up early. What an emphatic finish.
Just widen the margin here to 2-0. Victor Moses. Lanzini probing away, trying to find room for a shot maybe. And here comes the counter-attack. Shot on! Oh, that's what we've come to see. That's a brilliant goal. It was a great race, a great pace, and a fantastic goal.
Oh, how quickly did they go from back to front there? What a counter-attack.
Well, let's take another look at the goal. I don't think we expected this. Such a one-sided affair, but look at the scoreline. That'll be 2 added minutes. Lanzini. Here's Collins. Obiang. Kevin De Bruyne. And the referee has signalled for half-time. 3-0 is the scoreline at this point. Massive interest in Neymar in his first appearance for this club. He's played 45 minutes now. Your thoughts, Alan Smith?
Looked really sharp out there, certainly took his goal well and very nearly getting another one, but the woodwork denying him.
Well, the losing team have now got a chance, really, to re-establish themselves in this game. I'm sure they got a bit of a telling off from their coach at half-time, maybe something a bit stronger than that. Anyway, away we go. Fernando. Fabian Delph. Kevin De Bruyne. Now the shot! Well, that's a good block. They're going to get a corner here because of that deflection. Well, he clears the danger. Cresswell. Well, he saw the guy could switch the play to and came up with the pass as well. Excellent. Neymar. Fernando. Aguero. He can hit it here. Oh, well saved. On EA Sports, coming soon, the English League Cup fixture. Manchester City, they'll be hosting Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah, it's got a good feel about it, that one. Look forward to joining you in the gantry for it.
Victor Moses. And the cross comes in now. Good take by the goalkeeper, but no pressure on him. Well, he has kept the ball despite that poor first touch. That's a good challenge. Shots on here. At full extension, the goalkeeper makes the save.
Substitution. There will now be substitution taking place.
What do you think about West Ham's next game?
They're playing Nottingham Forest in their next match in the Capital One Cup. I can see only one winner. I think they'll find it pretty easy.
And this will be 2 changes at 1 go for the manager. Kouyaté! Oh, great work by the keeper. That'll be another corner coming up. Neymar. Fabian Delph. Oh, he's through. The shot's on! Oh, that's a fantastic goal.
Well, he's only been on the pitch a matter of minutes. I'm not sure he's touched the ball before this, but a vital touch there to score. And what a hit it is. He couldn't have struck this much harder into the top right.
Well, I want to see this again, this goal. It's turning out to be a comfortable game, this 4-0. Sometimes being a favourite in a match can weigh heavily, expectation and all that. It's not a problem for this team, is it?
No, I think their manager will be delighted because they've not taken it easily at all. They've given respect to their opponents, but they've shown their class too.
It's going to be a change for West Ham coming up. Here's a chance to whip it in. Given the free kick, it's in a really threatening position too. He's found it hard to get into the game, hasn't he, the player in the wide position, and he's going to pay a price for that. He's not going to finish the game.
Yeah, he didn't really get into it, did he? And part of that is due to the lack of service. A lot of their play went down the other flank, and he was a bystander.
It's going to be a throw here. West Ham want to make a change.